So after the entire universe in the sports world has dumped on Russell Westbrook like a porta potty, okay, Russell Westbrook will still have the last laugh if he's still on the Los Angeles Lakers roster past the NBA trade deadline. And D'Allen, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, now from a fan perspective, it ain't that deep, right? It's not that deep. It's really simple. But let's look at this from a business perspective. The Los Angeles Lakers organization has to run Russell Westbrook that bag, that money, that mucho dinero, okay? Which is probably why he arrived at the Lakers arena with the Pooh Shiesty mask on, ready to rob somebody, okay? Now, Russ says, come get it back in blood. Come get it back in blood. Now, no matter how much they disrespect Russell Westbrook or how much they bash him, he got to get that bag. But it's as simple as the Lakers organization has to pay Russell Westbrook. So if LeBron James co-signers and his puppets in the media like Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, Nikki Wright, and Christina Broussard, and all these other guys, and Skip Bayless is a person who's in the media who I agree with a lot of his points. But if you guys want to attack Russell Westbrook, go ahead. But I'm gonna sit it out. I'm gonna go ahead and sit this one out with this injury and collect this check while y'all talk crazy about me and blame me for the Lakers losing, calling me Russell Westbrook, calling me Russell Westbrook, when LeBron James is the one who wanted me on the team. So that's cool. Say what y'all want, but the Lakers organization, y'all gotta feel the wrath for this because y'all gotta pay me, right? Which is ultimately why Russell Westbrook will get the last laugh. And Russ is starting to wake up and he's starting to realize he like, LeBron, you brought me in. He's starting to realize that LeBron James brought him in to be the scapegoat because the media is just going to blame him when it goes lopsided, right? But this is where Russell Westbrook is from. This is his hometown. Los Angeles is where he was born and raised. I gave y'all my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears. And I miss shots. I mean, that's part of the game, right? They trying to say every one little mistake that I make, if I have a mean one little, slip, bad game, y'all gonna make it worse than what it really is. That's what y'all doing. That's what we doing here. I shoot the ball and the entire Laker fan base get upset with me, or the Bronsexuals get upset with me. The Los Angeles LeBrons get upset with me and call me Brick, like the name Neek, like a ratchet female from a thought from the hood, a nickname Neek. They don't call him Neek, they call him Brick. But in all seriousness, no, but real talk. But then the Bronsexuals got the crowd booing me, telling me not to shoot. But then when I do shoot, it's like I can't win. Y'all get upset. Y'all tell me not to shoot. Then when I don't shoot, y'all get upset. So he can't win for lose. Went nearly through the entire season without an injury. So this is how y'all repay me? Okay, I see what we doing here. Russ is better than me because I would have sat out the entire season with a fake injury. Oh, I'm sorry. It's called load management now. It's called player empowerment now. Ain't that what y'all worship LeBron James for? Player empowerment? Okay. Well, let me see what this player empowerment life is about. Let me see what that's about real quick. If I'm Russ, okay, I'm gonna fake an injury, sit out the entire season, come back next season, go to it, and then play good, play well enough so they could trade me up out of there since I'm on my last year of my contract. Go to a contender, have another triple-double season or close to it, give me a championship, then negotiate for a bigger deal. So as I mentioned, he gets the last laugh because even if you wait until next season, like I said, when he's on a 1-year deal, you trade him. He still has that 1 year left on his deal, and unless the Lakers gonna build around him, bring me another star, or get me close to the max, oh, I'm out that door. So Frank Vogel, try me. Jeannie Buss, try me. LeBron James, try me. ESPN and the LeBron James media, try me. I'm still having 20 and 30 point games even while I'm on the Lakers. I done had probably the best dunk of the year on Rudy Gobert, who's arguably defensive player of the year just about every season. Did I not just make history of having a 30-point second half? Nobody's done that since Kobe Bryant. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Kobe Bryant the greatest Laker of all time? Is he not? I'm doing special stuff here. I might have bad games, but I'm doing some special stuff. Los Angeles. That's where I was born and raised. On the playground is where I spend most of my days. You feel me? Westbrook is like Frank Vogel, so you really want that smoke, like for real. Like, I'm a MVP, first ballot Hall of Famer. I deserve to be out there on that floor with my teammates down the stretch. So I agree with Russ. I bet Frank Vogel ain't gonna bench LeBron James. LeBron James bleed just like everybody else. He don't get no special treatment. And since we taking it there, I bet I don't respect you as a coach. Now, anybody with a brain that understands the name of the game of basketball or has a smidgen of basketball IQ should know that it's nearly impossible for the two to play with each other because they're both ball dominant. It's going to be impossible for Russell Westbrook to average nearly a triple-double and put up these crazy, insane numbers when LeBron James refuses to take a back seat and reduce his role. Because as I mentioned in the video last night, it's not like LeBron James is going out there in a fourth quarter and putting that team on his back and carrying them. I watched the game of Kobe versus Toronto where he was down multiple times. He done brought him back, tied the game up. They go back up by 4. He's still carrying them to a victory. That's how you do it. LeBron can go out there and average 30. Doesn't mean he needs to be out there trying to average 30 and get his numbers. Jordan could have did the same thing at what it was at 37. He was still playing. Jordan could have did that if he just took shots all day. That's just like they talk about with Carmelo Anthony. Ray Allen could come back, and if Ray Allen could take as many shots as Carmelo Anthony, get the freedom that he got, the green light that he got, then he can do it too. What you mean? This Ray Allen we talking about. So like I said, in order for the Lakers to win, LeBron James has to play a reduced role. And I don't know if LeBron James and Rich Paul and all these other guys watch my videos, but it seems as though LeBron James listened last night. Because as I said, LeBron James has to operate in the post. And last night, that's what he did versus the Portland Trailblazers. Players were moving without the ball, cutting to the basket, swinging the ball, setting screens, etc. Getting open for shots. All they got to do is play defense. Defense wins championships. But as I said, in order for the Lakers to win, Russell Westbrook has to initiate the offense. You have to let Russ be Russ. LeBron James has to take a reduced role, or otherwise he needs to go. Straight like that, Genie Bus. You got to trade him. And I know a lot of y'all brownsexuals don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear the truth. But that's just the fact of the matter. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the man in his prime, but he had the wherewithal to understand that, hey, look, I have to take a back seat and hand Magic the keys in order for him to control the ship so we could get a championship. I could still be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on some nights, not every night, on some nights in order for us to get that win. But I can't be Kareem every single night and have a big ego to the point where I'm not, my head's so big, I'm not realizing that I'm losing. My team is losing. If LeBron James is smart, I'm going to get the credit anyway, so I might as well let Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis do all the work and then come in and take over in the fourth quarter, which he can't do, but I'm going to let them go ahead and do that. So we can win and I can get me another championship. That's the smart way. You would have been had 6, you would be to 6 championships easy. And the smart thing for the Lakers to do is to give Russell Westbrook a contract extension, trade LeBron James, and then I add Patrick Beverley with Russell Westbrook next season, and build around that and put some more players around it. Try to go out to Kevin Durant and reunite him with Russell Westbrook. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.